Again, Andrew Holness and his supporters needs to know that people have freedom of expression. Remember that. First Amendment, if we're talking about the US, because we have viewers from the US and we also have viewers from Jamaica, Section 13(3)(c) of the Jamaican Constitution guarantees freedom of expression. Yeah, and you have the right to seek, receive, distribute, and disseminate information, opinions, ideas through any media, and that of course includes social media. So yeah, so people, so we have Andrew Holness and him friend them feel like say them want forward from people life and tell them what them fi say and all type of thing. But my question is, what kind of value do they bring to the live stream? Yes, of course, all viewers are welcome, and of course all viewers value some kind of money. But sometimes you have some low CPM kind of users. So my question is, Andrew Holness, are your supporters high CPM? The people who come inside the live stream and cannot write a proper sentence. Lots of grammatical errors, can't even spell properly. The persons who want to say buy like BYE, but instead of BYE, they write BY. What kind of person are they going to be categorized as? What kind of person are the adbots? Google adbots. What are they going to be categorized as? Am I going to get a bank ad based on that person's grammar? And by the way, are those persons searching for real estate? Are they looking for investment? Are the adbots going to detect high-valued browser cookies? People, let me know, because you have some of these low CPM people who comes on people live stream and feel like they want to be disrespectful. But before they come over here and be disrespectful, I would tell them to, get their CPM higher before they come over here and be disrespectful. At least when they are coming over here, they should make a bigger contribution to the live stream. So for example, today I did a live stream recently where it's titled Andrew Holness Can't Make Me Shut Up, and on the thumbnail I have my mouth. Alright, that's what I wrote on the thumbnail. It just said my mouth. Alright, because Andrew Holness for no say and can't stop me from talk. So for that reason, we just got talk and talk how we feel like, as you have Andrew Holness, I get bright and feisty and out of that. Come on the internet and talk about a lot of what people are saying are illegal and all kind of foolishness. So I don't have a business about him, But you have somebody forward on the live this morning. But no say, because watch you I'm sure nothing. You see the value of one's view on any video or any live stream. Let me tell you a few of the things that influences the value of your view. It's your location, that's one. The type of device you're using. So if you use a cheap phone or one of them budget TV there, a little bit of money. The type of things that you would have searched for on your device or even on your network. So if you're not searching nothing of value, you're not searching an investment, you don't have no high valued bank account and them type of thing. That the ad bots them, they are not going to give me any kind of good ads. So you probably are watching a cheap phone and you might get a game ad. What kind of value is that going to be to me? You understand? So you have this individual today commented on one of my live stream and the replay, of course. This person said, "You all are mad out over our good Prime Minister. But let me tell this individual, I don't think you are a good view. Because just looking at this, I can tell that you are a very low CPM person." You understand what I say? So when an ad pops up and them divide that by 1,000, that come like nothing. Them divide the value of that ad by 1,000. It come like nothing. So I want to watch what I do when I fought upon people live, man. Because Andrew Holness and a friend of them are some low CPM kind of people. So I responded to them. Me not even know if them understand what this means still. I just reply to them say, keep watching and commenting to pay me. But do the ad bots consider you high CPM? I don't know if them know what that means still, but I hope them go look it up. People like up the live and subscribe to the channel. Well, and them say T there in the place. T Davis, big up yourself, you know. You don't know. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Much appreciated. You know what I mean? People like up the live and subscribe to the channel. And watch on the people. I see something today, you know. I see Andrew Holness go live today. I'm for sure it's nobody in a rate. One time I look, I see about 41 people. I see them on him live. And I say, well, on there. But what kind of Prime Minister this I go live on YouTube? I say, this not even make sense. What am I doing? Account on YouTube. Much less for you go live. Him don't even have a verified account. I mean, I say, hold on there. But you see, from where I'm telling you, say YouTube no rate him, you know. Because just imagine a Prime Minister going live on YouTube. Where the Prime Minister do I go live? I don't understand this. I don't understand this, you know. Joke thing, I'm telling you exactly what the account name. Because when I see it, I say, but this not even make no sense, none at all. So the Prime Minister turned vlogger. And this is, you know what I'm saying? A few lives ago, I said that the Prime Minister is competing with vloggers. Because based on, you know, the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, I saw where the Prime Minister was telling persons donating or persons who wanted to donate that they should, or the government at least, because I don't remember if the Prime Minister did it directly, but the government suggested that people, you know, make their donation to the government instead of the vloggers. I mean, I say, well, and or to other persons. So I say, well, and but I don't understand this Prime Minister, our government are competed vloggers, but guess what? I never hear that any money was missing from any vlogger. I never hear that no one's information was exposed by any vlogger, but I hear that happen with the government. I'm telling you what the channel name. I never want him thing playing at this, you know. Because I'm telling you, say YouTube no rate him. Alright, well, as some reparations thing him at talk about. But me I say, but this is so low of the Prime Minister. I'm telling you the account name Andrew Michael Holness /JM. And him now have no verified badge, 8.75k subscribers with 1.5k videos. So who rate him? And the handle is at Andrew Michael Holness JM. Now what is this? Yeah, tell me this must be a fake account, but I doubt if it. No man, I think it real still, cause it has a official website, OPM and all kind of things. So I'm gonna read the description and see what it says. This is the alright, unless them really are impersonating, but I don't think so still. I'm gonna read it. Let's see what T said. T said, drop that like and hit subscribe if you are hanging out. Alright, big up in a T. That's very much appreciated. Alright, so this is it. Let me read it again. This is the official channel of Dr. the Most. Well, I know the most the most honorable, but I not say most honorable, no, the most HON dot Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, and a Jamaica flag. Next paragraph. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, Member of Parliament for West Central, St. Andrew, and the Jamaica Labour Party leader. But this not even sound like it grammatically correct, you know. Let me tell you, say a low CPM kind of thing I go on here, say, you know. I shouldn't even have to call him name, you know. People wanna like up the live and subscribe to the channel. But this monitored and operated by the Communications and Public Affairs Unit of the Office of the Prime Minister. So who them here, him hire for deal with theme thing. Him want him need a SMM. Him probably not even know what that mean, you know. He need a social media manager and him also need a moderator too, because this page don't look like it optimized properly. This page don't look like it optimized properly, you know. Because how you for be the leader of a country whose population in population in the country is approximately 2.8 million, but you only have 8.75k subscribers. What is that? People, like up the live and remember if you subscribe to the channel, you know. See me, I say, so me tell you some low CPM thing I go on, you know. Alright. So imagine. So what percentage of the, me not even gonna calculate it, you know. It's not even worth it for me do any sort of calculation regarding this. Because how a Prime Minister to have that amount of subscribers? No, sir, the people, this can't make no kind of sense to me, none at all. But not only that, you know. Not only that. Hold on, let me see something here, sir. I wonder if he might try monetize. Well, I mean, I don't even know. I look on him page good, but I see something here, sir. Let me see. So the live stream what I'm do to them, I'm going to show another thing. The live stream, and this is so disgraceful. The Prime Minister went live. Well, him do how much live? Him do a few lives today. Alright? 3 live him do today, actually. Alright? The last one got one, it's sorted by latest. Alright, so the last one got 1.2k views, streamed 4 hours ago. And another one here got 2k views, that was streamed 9 hours ago. And there's the first one, the initial one today got 3.5k views, streamed 13 hours ago. No, I understand this. Even me have more views than the Prime Minister. Some from where I keep on, I say me I call the Prime Minister name to get views, you know, but is it even worth it? What, yo, a joke thing, people. I better call some other leader name here, man. Because this is a joke thing. Because both him and him supporters them have very low CPM. I hope them know what that means still. People like up the live and remember to subscribe to the channel, you know. Because this don't make no sense none at all. Oh, you are the leader of a country. And your account is not verified. I don't understand this. Big up Jizzy Burke, you know. Yeah, man. Big up Jizzy Burke. Big up Tiffany Silva. Yeah, man. I don't understand. This don't make no sense none at all. Why, me tell you, man. Me tell you. This don't make no sense none at all. Because what kind of madness this? Oh, the Prime Minister, no, thing not verified. I don't understand this. Joined June 6, 2020. So I just recently create this. I understand this. I don't understand this, you know, people. So yeah, tell me, say, so why people this don't make no sense? Them people are hopeless. I'm tell you, so them people are not tech savvy none at all, you know. Because this have to be a joke. It's have to be a joke, people. Hold on. Because I can go look it up, you know. But I don't want to hear, because I'm there still. I'm going to look on him banner right. So what kind of banner this? What this say? What is? Building. This is not even, this doesn't even look appropriate. This is not even SEO friendly. What is this? I see if you don't know, that means search engine optimization. I'm going to look on this good. So I have an official website, which I am not visiting, of course, not because based on what I have heard regarding government websites in Jamaica, me not take the chance and visit that. You see what I say? Me no want to take the chance to download no malware upon none of my device them or none of my network. Them absolutely not visiting that. Me see him have a Facebook page, yeah, well that's safer because that is hosted by Meta server. So I know say that good, and him have a Twitter page, which of course you know that is X, but him not even change the link to X. So what kind of hold on there? Who monitor them a page? And me fi take them a people are serious. Me fi take them a people are serious. So them no see say the thing changed to X. Of course the icon got changed. But the link supposed to change. So that tell me say them don't even update the link. No sir. This have to be a joke. I see it's a twitter.com/Andrew Holness JM. And that them not even update that. So who am I? I really want to know people. Like up the live and subscribe to the channel. You know? Because this is disgraceful. You know? You see what I say? I bet I never have this in people. This have to be a joke. You see what I say? And these are the type of people them with them higher. So if them can't monitor a social media page properly, You see me I say? Because clearly them like to hire incompetent people, you know. You understand me I say? Them can't build a website. Them can't manage a social media page. Them can't even update one YouTube account. You see me I say? Because this will change. This absolutely needs to change. Anybody else where you see the, well, not everybody at least, but most persons where you have, you know, who know what them are do. And them they have a Twitter page for them account. They have made the update, they have changed it to X, but not even that them change. So where I tell myself, from them create this account, them now update it. And I'm telling people this is not even SEO friendly. Is there me say? Alright, I'm gonna look on the description for one of the videos. I wish I could have shown you, but I'm not gonna show everything for my. You understand? So, one of the live stream them I do today. One comment alone him get after a video. Here this a person here say. Nah, Ghana should lead by paying up its a free. What? Alright, this a person I don't even know where them a comment say, and this is a joke thing, even. But yeah, one comment. Yeah man, this is disgraceful man. I better them the link Drizzyberg or Colors or so. Them would get more views on this. You see me? I say another content of the problem, but who post it? And of course, who post it? One, it look like them not have no clout, so YouTube now push it out. I wonder how much impressions him get on that video. People like up the live and subscribe to the channel. You know. Because I know some of them supported them are going to come over here, so, but you don't know. Some of them are low CPM, you know, so them not going to know what them attack say. You know. Alright, so hear this now. 5 p.m. I wonder how them never say 1 p.m. Because some of them people are really, you see what I say? Reparations discussion. The University of the West Indies, UWI headquarters, alright, and them start discuss the whole thing. I'm going to check it out. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I just scan through to see if it look SEO friendly. Is it front loaded with the appropriate keywords in order to trigger the algorithm? Because of course you are the Prime Minister and you are going live. Of course you want the nation to see this, because that's the purpose you would be going live, even if you're not trying to market this to monetize your channel or to get paid. Of course you want to have the reach so that persons will be able to see it. And this would be, of course, this seems like quite an interesting forum. But then this is not even appropriately written in order to trigger the algorithm. So what is this? You want to go hire some people who are sensible, yeah, man, because this is a joke thing. This don't make no sense. You not even have no hashtag related to them thing. The joke thing, this. Joke this, which algorithm I gonna push out this? If I never did do some content when I keep on a call up him name, that would have never show up on my thing. You see what I say? How much people see this? Let me see all the thumbnail. Is a thumbnail that make sense? Yeah, I'm telling you, say, oh, them is a disgrace, you know, man. Me no know who them hire to do this, you know. Me no know who them hire to do this. Look here. Look on this. People on the like up the live and subscribe to each channel, yeah, man. Because this a topic that come like it not even worth. It not even worth my time, people. It not even worth my time. You see what I say? And for all of the people that may get up and talk about 1 p.m., and him can't even manage a good social media place, most of them manage a country. You see what I say? It not even, because remember, you know, people, we do this right, so, and while doing this, I do this, me never prepare this before. You understand me? So like me literally, I do it off the top of my head. Literally, I look on it right now, because you don't know skill like that, you know, you don't need to do bag of preparation for something like this, you know, I can literally look on this and make my assessment right here. You understand? Because of some other things we did get into, you know, regarding the cost per mil of certain people who forward per man page and, you know, come bright themselves, you know what I mean? And I know say, yeah, for back up, you know. You see what I say? Because when some of them people I use them, because we don't really want disrespect nobody, you know, but when I use on a cheap phone, on a cheap TV, you see what I say? I don't know, search for nothing of high value upon the network. But yet still, when I forward per man live and I come try be disrespectful. Remember say Google no rating, you know, say if Google no rating, you know, then I get no good ads over there, so for pay me no money, you know, you see me I say? When I get no SaaS ad, you know, software as good, software as a service ad, or no B2B ad, or no, you see me I say, or no banking ad, or no investment, when I get them type of ad there. So how dare you to forward for my life and feel like you want to be disrespectful? You not earn that right there. Yeah, man. Alright, I'm going to look on another one, you know. Another one of the live them what him do today. It's a state visit to Jamaica by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I guess that's the president of Ghana. Media statements, post-bilateral talks. Alright, me see if that one, let me see the SEO friendliness of this, if this is even appropriately written. The president of Ghana will receive a formal. Okay. Alright. This one looks a bit better. However, some work needs to be done on this. This is, of course, not appropriately written, and there are no fitting, well, I shouldn't say no fitting hashtags, because fitting would suggest that some are there, but they are not appropriate. But there are no hashtags, which is a key ingredient in the SEO of one's live stream or video. So of course none of that not there. So you see like oh none of that not there. I mean, of course I cannot see his tags, but I doubt if there are any tags present. I wonder what this is categorized as. I wonder what category this is in. Grace McNeil, big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. You know, this tonight I am here just doing a quick breakdown of the CPM value, the value of certain viewers. You know, the viewers who support Andrew Holness, and is it worth it to even engage some of those viewers? You understand? But while doing that, I am here looking at the Prime Minister's YouTube page, because I didn't even realize that the Prime Minister had a YouTube page. I never know that we have a Prime Minister who is apparently a vlogger. He went live a few times today. One of the times I saw one of the live streams, and at one point I went onto the live stream and I saw 40 people on the live. So I said, hold on there. At prime time, about sometime after 4 or somewhere about that time. And I saw where he had like about 41 people on the live stream, and I'm like, oh wait, but this don't make no sense. This cannot really be the page of the Prime Minister. This absolutely doesn't make any sense. You are the Prime Minister of a country whose population is 2.8 million. Those are Jamaicans who live in Jamaica. And I hear that it's an equal amount of Jamaicans live outside of Jamaica. And you're telling me that you're only able to get 41 persons watching your live stream? This is strange. And this is unbelievable, unprecedented. I don't know what is this. So I am here looking at his page, and the page looks atrocious. So if they cannot hire someone or hire a team to appropriately handle his page, how are they going to handle the business of the nation? Which of course the business of the nation is way more complex and important and more dynamic than handling a YouTube account. There is no proper SEO, neither on the overall channel description nor on the description of the content I have looked at so far. I can say I haven't seen any hashtags. The banner doesn't look fitting for YouTube. So I wonder who works on the SMM, that's the social media management for him. A matter of fact, there is something that is so shocking that I am here wondering, like, this cannot be real. Because of course we know that the name of Twitter has changed to X. But the link that's in the about section of the account, it's still twitter.com/ whatever comes after that, whatever his handle is. And I'm like, but this is unbelievable. How come the Prime Minister's page, it's not even updated properly? So you cannot, your team or you, whoever handles this, cannot update a page on YouTube with current information. And you're telling me that I should trust you to run my country? Me can't trust you. Me can't trust you for that. Listen, you see, if earlier, if a few days ago I have been joking about this, calling a name to get views and all that, this shows me that you are incompetent. Me really can't trust you, because this has to be a joke. This definitely have to be a joke. Because who handles his page? I mean, if you look at the description of the channel, it looks atrocious. People, please like the live and subscribe to the channel. Because tonight, me did come forward on the live, come talk a bag of thing and call up him name and go on with a bag of thing, But no, I need to speak about this in a much more sober manner. I cannot believe this. What kind of Prime Minister is this? No, sir. People like the live and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment here. I'm not telling you I am going to tell you the channel, alright. So the name of the channel is Andrew Michael Holness / that's a / JM. And the handle is Andrew Michael Holness JM. That's the handle, all one word. What that Grace McNeil. Yeah, what that Grace McNeil delete. I thought I said McLean earlier, but sorry for that. McNeil, man, Grace McNeil. Guess I was so caught up in looking at this. Yeah, so the Prime Minister couldn't hire somebody to build some good thumbnail for him. Well, I don't know. And I only say I want to go digital. Uno say uno want to go digital and I can't go on social media page. I'm not telling you if you hire me, but I never want, I wouldn't work for you because you don't know, I don't want nobody label me as political, you know what I mean? And then again, he's a professional. You see me, I said, no man can go tell me. You see me, I said, me just have to do the right thing. I mean, the thing figure, try telling a lie and, no, they want me to do straight professional, so I wouldn't work for that. You understand me? I say, yeah, I realize Jamaican politics, you see me, I say, even when you're working with politicians, even when you are not political, you should be purely professional. You can get entangled with. So, I wouldn't work for me, it's alright. But I just point out some things where I miss it right, so when I know, say, no make no kind of sense none at all. No social media sense. So whether you do it to make money or not, it's not appropriate. Because I have worked for entities whose account is not for money making. But of course, it was appropriately done. Like, I was literally hired to do this. They were not making money from social media. But they need social media in order to have a space within that space and also to promote the business and also for PR. But of course, this doesn't make sense. Let me check something right. So this post 1 day ago. 1 day ago, the Prime Minister of a nation whose population is 2.8 million and another 2.8 million Jamaicans are said to be living outside of the country. Right? So over 5 million Jamaicans, plus you have many other persons who are interested in Jamaica. And the Prime Minister posted a video. I'm not even, because I have already covered the live stream, which of course I'll talk about those again a bit later. But onto that video that the Prime Minister posted yesterday. So far, only 812 views. What kind of Prime Minister this? But you know what I see. Kumari, what's up? How are you doing? Big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. T, big up yourself, big up to everyone. Grace McNeil, say Grace delete something earlier. I'm gonna say Kumari. Kumari, what's up? Where are you watching me from? And how are you doing today? I wonder where Kumari is watching me from. Kumari, where are you watching me from and how are you? I wonder where Kumari are watching from. I wonder. I wish part this I never noticed this Kumari there. Probably not though, I'm not sure. Of course, I can't. East Coast. Oh, in the USA, man, big up yourself, You don't know wherever on the new East Coast, so whether you're in New York, Maine, Connecticut, DC, Virginia, Maryland, Massachusetts, Delaware, Pennsylvania. Did I mention New Jersey? Even down in Florida, or even Georgia, anywhere on the East Coast here, big up yourself, Oh, Maryland, wow. Maryland is our place, Yeah, man, the DMV area, big up, So whether you're over there in College Park, or you're in Landover, or you're in Annapolis, or you're in, which part of that again? Whether you're over there in Bladensburg, or you're in, the big city, Baltimore. Which part again? Let me see. Which part I remember in Maryland again? So many places in Maryland here, man. I don't even remember some of them, but you don't know. Townsend University. I wonder which part that they I cannot get it out of detail still. That sound like, I gotta ask Gemini. I gotta ask Gemini a random question. Let me see. I wonder if this place where I drive past already, because I drive up and down all about in Maryland, I wonder if you're understanding what I'm saying. But yeah, man, I've, been many places in Maryland. Yeah, man, so big up to everyone watching from Maryland. Gemini, where is Townsend University in Maryland in relation to Landover? Yeah, make a hear what Gemini I gotta say. Let's hear what Gemini.
Towson University is located approximately 40 miles north-northeast of Landover, Maryland. Geographic comparison. Location, region/county. Position, Landover, MD, Prince George's County. Just east/northeast of Washington, D.C. Towson University, Baltimore County, just north of Baltimore city limits, approximately 8 miles north of downtown Baltimore. Driving.
Wow. That's quite some distance away. But yeah, man, big up, wherever in Maryland, I don't think I've been to that part of Maryland before, but I definitely appreciate you coming to my live stream, Hope you're enjoying it over there in Maryland. Of course, it's summertime, so, it's hot, but don't know. Welcome to the live stream, and I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you here again. I do post videos on my channel, so of course please do check it out. Check out my videos. So yes, we're here talking about the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the value of it. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, welcome. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you commenting here today. Not sure, but if memory serves me correctly, it's the first time I've seen you commenting. So Would you live out? Yeah, of course I would. Definitely I would. See, we have another Maryland person and a classic hairstyles and vlogs. Big up yourself. Welcome. See, we have another person from Maryland. What's going on over there in MD? You know, MD, I'm a place though. So yeah, you know, a few persons are dropping comments, so of course I have to address them. So while the comments come in, I address them, and you know, we continue to speak about the topic we have on hand here. So we have Andrew Holness, alright, see it? Yeah, man. That is it, man. You know, we just mentioned a bunch of, I wonder if Classic Hairstyle and Vlogs has heard me mentioning, you know, my beloved state of MD. You know? Yeah, man. No, don't know if you heard me mentioning all those places, but yeah, man, well, definitely welcome. I haven't seen you over here in a while, but you know I go. You won't always have the time to check me out, but that's how it is. Alright, so Kumar saying please like and yeah, all that. Yeah, man, definitely appreciate you guys saying all that. So yeah, man. Classic telling everyone to smash that like button. Yeah, man, that is definitely a good thing. Thank you for that. I mean, I can't say that enough, and you're saying it for me right here. Definitely love that. All right, so like I am saying, I'm talking about the Prime Minister here, who seems to be, because initially I came to talk about some of his supporters who, you know, tend to comment whether on live streams when I am talking about governance in Jamaica. I'm criticizing the government, which of course I have the right to do. But persons seem to think I don't have the right to criticize the government and their policies. And they tend to find themselves on my live stream, or even after the live streams are finished, here making some rather inappropriate comments or some distasteful comments that I would say bordering on perhaps illegal in some instance. Not the one that I refer to today, but there are others in the past. Although the Prime Minister said the same, that persons are saying things illegal about him, which I don't know about that. But anyway, but like I said, these persons who come to my live stream and are after the live stream and watch the content and say some things, sometimes I wonder what's their value in terms of CPM. How does Google ad bots look at them? Like, what do they search for? What type of cookies are there on their browsers or within their app? What type of device are they using? Are they getting high-valued ads? Do they get banking ads? Do they get real estate ads? Should I really care about those types of persons who seem to not be of much value based on the things they say? Because of course I don't expect everyone to be in agreement with what I say. However, if you're going to disagree in a sensible manner, but don't disagree by saying 1 p.m. a bad wo bad. This is not the place for that type of talk. I don't expect you to come to my live stream and express yourself in that manner. Of course, that is grossly inappropriate. Alright, Classic Hairstyle and Vlogs say, do your thing. Don't worry about the haters, bro. Yeah, man, a true thing, man. What you said, that are definitely true. We're not business about them. You know, we just cover the topic Yes, I cover the topic as I should have done this much earlier today, but I decided to, keep it a bit longer, wait until night time before I cover this topic. And so there's one person today who I actually responded to. Let me just find the comment again. Let me see if I can find it. So 14 hours ago. So this was in response to a live stream I did, which now it's a video. It's up on my channel as a video. Of course, there is no it's just the screen here, it's just the thumbnail visible on it. It says the title of it is Andrew Holness Can't Make Me Shut Up. And on the thumbnail it just says my mouth, and you have a picture of Andrew Holness and a picture of someone else on the other side of the screen. So the person says, you all are mad out over our good Prime Minister. And well, one, the grammar of this is so atrocious. That's one. And two, the person seemed to be unable to spell Prime Minister. They wrote Priminister. It's what they wrote, one word. Very interesting. And it didn't even start with a capital letter. The last time I checked, if you're writing a word like Prime Minister, it should start with a capital P. That's one. And the next thing is that it's two words. It's Prime Minister. So I'm like, who is this person? What's their CPM value? I'm sure they are not getting any bank ads or, like I said, any B2B ads or any software as a service ads or any high-tech ads or investments and so on. So I responded to them saying, keep watching and commenting to pay me. But do the ad bots consider you high CPM? I mean, I asked them a question. I doubt if they're going to answer. They haven't answered yet. But I asked them that question. But let's see if they're going to respond. That reminds me of a few nights ago, I was here on my live stream criticizing the Prime Minister, of course, and telling him to go and, I actually said, go clean the dirty thinking hospital them. Well, I hope you know what that means. I'm telling him to go clean the hospitals in Jamaica. And I mentioned that he is the third highest paid leader in the Americas. The third highest behind the President of the United States, then the Prime Minister of Canada, and then we have Andrew Holness making approximately 181,000 United States dollars per year, based on my calculations. So the 28.6 million Jamaican dollars works out to that amount. So when I said that he's the third highest paid person immediately those persons disappeared, because they know that what I am saying is factual. I also showed them that Jamaica has close to the worst healthcare system in the Americas. The entire Americas, going from Canada in the north to Argentina in the south. So not only the United States, but all countries going from north to south. So Mexico to Costa Rica to Nicaragua to Panama, Colombia, Brazil, all those countries. Andrew Holness is getting the third highest pay in the Americas. But then Jamaica has, Grace, I was just about to respond to that. Well, the answer to that is I don't know. I really don't know. That might be a question you can consider asking him. Maybe if you get a chance to speak with him, maybe you can ask him. But you can go ahead and drop the comment, of course. Maybe you wanted to correct something. But yeah, so these are the things I am talking about. So, and also I mentioned earlier, if you weren't here earlier, I mentioned that I did not know that the Prime Minister has a social media page. Not just a social media page, because I know that he's on Facebook and so on, Instagram and so on. But I did not know that the Prime Minister has a YouTube page. Well, today I found out. So the Prime Minister went live and it was a disgrace. At one point I saw 41 persons on the live stream. And I'm like, wow, this is prime time. And the Prime Minister of a country that has 2.8 million persons living on the island. And he only had 41 persons watching him live. And then at the end of the live stream, I checked it and I saw that he only got 1.2k views. And I'm like, wow, what is this? He did another live and he only got 2k views. And I'm like, wow. He has another live and he got 3.5k views. And I'm like, huh. But then I decided to look further. And I saw that he has 8.75k subscribers. I'm like, very interesting indeed. I'm like, what kind of Prime Minister is this? As a matter of fact, he doesn't even have a verified account. So if YouTube not rate him, or me I go rate him, me not understand this. YouTube clearly does not rate the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and me supposed to rate him. Even if, let me not go further with that. Gareth Day, big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. That's a classic hairstyle and vlogs are laughing. Yeah, classic hairstyle and vlog. The amount of views I get per hour. Matter of fact, I am here at this live right now and I am already at 2k views on this live stream. And if you check my recent live streams, I've gotten so many views on them. So I don't know what kind of Prime Minister is that. But then again, that tells you that persons are not really interested in him. And in addition to that, the page is not properly optimized, because I can see the descriptions on the live streams and even the overall channel description is not SEO friendly. No, but so classic hairstyle and vlogs, why are you saying that I should leave it? Why are you saying I should leave it alone? It's fair criticism, but that's nothing personal about him. But it just not good. Him need to hire some different people, because if his team cannot run a social media page, how can I trust them to run a country? A social media page is something easy to handle, but if you cannot handle a social media page, how am I going to expect you to be able to appropriately govern a country? No, sir, I can't rate that, brother. They are joking. I'm telling you, people, I'm not in politics. Voila, now the same thing I go on again in Jaja. Voila, people, and the same thing they are talking about, I go on and say, well, to the person when you Gareth Day. Where you see on the screen? Andrew Holness, are your supporters high CPM? You're showing me that maybe, well, not even know what to say. But they are laughing, but this is not even a joke thing. This. Oh, okay. We see what you say. I get what you're saying now, classic. But Garrett, hold on, let me check something. I wish I S on the keyboard. Because I'm going to look good, I just make sure, Listen. Garrett, Google use many things to determine the CPM value of persons who watch a video or a live stream. Alright? And there is something I can see right here in the comment section. that suggests to me that, yeah, man, something else, that clearly suggests to me that the CPM value, based on this comment here, don't look appropriate. No, sir. Garrett, what really are going on here, sir? Where you say right there, sir? Look for where you're right, man. Because it's the exact thing me I talk about. Same thing happening, you know. I don't even want to get to that detail about that today, because Jed, what, hold on there. In what you are saying. So, like, so, you know, Garrett, do you know anything about digital marketing? Because of course we talk about the Prime Minister because we want to get views. And I'm referring to YouTubers, and I can nominate myself for that. So yeah, I talk about the Prime Minister because I want to get views and likes and comments and get paid, of course. But I am asking is persons who support the Prime Minister. You know, the ones who come and, you know, suggest that I should not criticize the Prime Minister and so on. They seem to be of very low value based on the evidence I observe from what they type and other things regarding their account. So I'm like, is it really worth it? What type of ads do they see? How do the ad bots categorize them? Are they seeing banking ads? Are they seeing investment ads? Are they seeing cryptocurrency ads? Are they seeing real estate ads? Are they seeing Forex ads? Are they seeing SaaS ads? Software as a service. Did I mention B2B? Are they seeing B2B ads? Are they seeing travel related ads? And so on. Or are they seeing fast food ads and gaming ads and you know, things like that, just typical consumer products? What kind of ads are they seeing? So anyway, I'm not gonna ask you what category you fall in, but yeah, I'm just looking at the evidence right there, and it is suggesting one thing to me, but I won't really go further into that. You can figure it out for yourself. But yeah, so anyway, so like me say, because you know, on YouTube, so you know, we just keep it informal. Yeah, sometimes we make it sound formal, but on other occasions we make it sound informal. So however we feel like I want to do it, because on my channel, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So while the Prime Minister is held to a high standard, I don't have to be, because I'm just a normal person. No one voted for me. So even if my channel only have, I don't know, 2,900 subscribers, it doesn't matter, because I am not the leader of the country. But why normal vloggers, normal Jamaican vloggers, have more subscribers than the Prime Minister? And it's not a matter of fact, I think probably classic hairstyles and vlogs have more subscribers than the Prime Minister, which it's baffling to me. Unbelievable. See, classic hairstyle and vlogs has 15.8k subscribers. But the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, has, let me tell you exactly how many subscribers the Prime Minister have. 8.75k subscribers. How does that make sense? And his account is not even verified. Why didn't YouTube verify him? I mean, YouTube, even if you don't attain 100,000 subscribers, YouTube can still verify you if you are a notable figure. So clearly, YouTube doesn't consider him to be notable. Of course they don't. People, please like up the live and subscribe to the channel. You know it good. Yeah, even if I hire, I'm saying them, just they're gonna say him for hire some good people, but no, sir. I suggest him hire me, but it's alright. I don't want the politics money, I'm good. Cause next thing I get label, or next thing I want to do my work in a professional manner, and I am being asked to do my work in a political kind of way, which of course I would not be one for that. So I'm going to leave that alone. Can you see it? I don't know if you want to check out him page, but the title, not title. Let me see. Hold on, not title. What am I saying? Not title. What is? Patinka. The Jamaican people has verified him for 12 years going on to 50. So... You see it, I want more I'm supporting of this. So my question is, are Andrew Holness, are your supporters high CPM? Interesting. Oh, God. Well, I don't care what the Jamaican people want to say, and it might be the reason why Jamaica is in the state that it's in. Maybe because Jamaican people don't know who or what to vote for. Maybe that's the reason why the hospitals in Jamaica have no beds. Maybe that's the reason why there is sewage water in the doctor's quarters. Maybe that's the reason why the nurses protested, because the A&E at the overall conditions at the hospitals are very poor, but specifically the nurses at the University Hospital of the West Indies on national TV protested and said there are limited to no beds in the A&E department at the University Hospital of the West Indies, and they have to be treating patients on the floor. Interesting. Of course, if I had that job, I would not be working. I would not be going to work. And also the doctors mentioned the sewage they have to encounter. Open sewage they have to encounter in their quarters between their shifts, and otherwise some unsanitary conditions. No aspirin, and also no other types of medication or limited medication, where a person might come to the hospital and they just need some blood thinner, but there is none at the hospital. Really? I had maybe that's the reason we have lowered crime rate. Okay, I guess you meant unemployment rate. Get good roads. I guess you meant catastrophe bond money. And 6 billion of our reserves are a few. All of them. Look, so people are sick every day, all right? So what about the hospital then? So you're telling me that you're going to neglect the hospital. So someone gets sick and they have to take their own aspirin to the hospital. A matter of fact, the person's going to the hospital, they have to take their own bed sheet. Well, not even bed sheet. I mean, that is perhaps too much. But going to the hospital and there is no toilet paper. Did you see that video where there was this woman who, she had an accent, sounded a bit American, and she was being scolded by the nurses because she didn't have any toilet paper, and she said she didn't know that you have to bring your own toilet paper when going to the hospital. Is that what you're talking about? Or the nurses saying that, because the nurse is saying that persons come to the hospital for a heart condition, and or maybe a fractured limb, and they end up being sepsis. How does that work? Because the hospitals are unsanitary. Also, where the roads are filled with potholes, Is that what you're talking about? That be said, this is no political campaign, and all I am saying, all of these are real things. So when you're out driving, it's like you have to be skipping through potholes like it's an obstacle course. Last time I was driving on Washington Boulevard and I fell in a pothole and my tire was no more. And you want to tell me that this government is doing a good job? But like I said, I am looking at because the thing about it is that, like I said, I'm looking at the Prime Minister's YouTube page. Because I didn't know that the Prime Minister became a vlogger. But anyway, the Prime Minister was live today, and at one point I saw 41 persons on his live stream. So if you're the leader of a country whose population is 2.8 million, living on the island, and it is estimated that another 2.8 million are living outside of the country, and only 41 persons watching you. Very interesting. What does that say? I mean, I'm not saying that persons don't want to watch him, but it's the job that's being done on the social media page. So it's not SEO friendly. So the overall channel description is not appropriately written. The description of the live streams not properly done, and you could say that, okay, then what I am saying is subjective, but then now I am looking at the page and it shows some links. It shows official website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now this is labeled Twitter, and I'm like, hasn't that changed to X? All right, even if you want to leave it as Twitter, how come the link has not been updated? How long ago was this changed? So you're telling me that the Prime Minister... all right, me see a comment. Hold on, the Dean, big up yourself. Welcome. Me so read a comment there, yes, so Twitter, this has changed quite a while. Are you telling me that the Prime Minister's team is so incompetent that they cannot even update this? What kind of SMM? If you know what that means social media manager. What kind of SMM does this Prime Minister have? Do you see any other leader of any country not having their social media accounts updated? And this has been years, because Twitter has been updated quite a while. So if I'm not going to click it, but if I should click on this link, it's not going to go to twitter.com. It's going to redirect to x.com. So if a Prime Minister cannot handle a social media page, or his team cannot handle a social media page, I should trust them to handle a country and be confident in them. Something as simple as social media, they cannot handle that, and I should trust them to handle very complex and dynamic matters like the economy of a country, of an entire country. A joke like this. I don't know about that. If you cannot handle a social media page, I don't know what you're going to handle. As simple as that, because this is much easier than handling the economy of a country. When you look at this, you can go check out the page. I mean, you can definitely go. Anyway, what are they? Let me see. Dean Adventure, big up, welcome to the live stream. Dean said, my brother died from septic at public hospital in Jamaica. Public hospitals in Jamaica are filthy. Exactly. So what good is the economy when the hospitals are filthy? How many persons are going to die before the hospitals are cleaned up? I even know of instances where persons go to the hospital, because I didn't even come here tonight to talk about it, but of course, these topics are gonna be raised from time to time. So I know of persons going to the hospital and have to sit in a wheelchair for 2 weeks So sitting in a wheelchair for 2 weeks, and you're telling me that that is good governance? Which country in the world, which self-respecting country in the world, you know where persons are sitting in a wheelchair for 2 weeks? Or you call, well, then no one in Jamaica would even think of that, where you call, you wouldn't even think of calling an ambulance or calling emergency services in Jamaica. What does that really? Are you trying to tell me that this government is doing a good job? Oh, we are working. Well, we? Okay, so you're telling me that you are part of the government. Is that what you're saying? The PMP left us for 20 years. We don't care. The problem needs to be fixed right now. I don't care what the PMP did or what the PMP did not do. That has nothing to do with me. And if memory serves me correctly, at that point, when the PNP was in power, the roads were not so bad, especially not the roads in the city. I mean, the roads in Kingston are so atrocious. While some of them, because there are lots of potholes, like I mentioned earlier. My car fell in a pothole on Washington Boulevard, and my tire, let's say I had to buy a new tire. Well, I had to buy 2 anyway. But, and this is Washington Boulevard. So imagine, this is like, I would say this would be, just imagine you're driving in Manhattan, driving on Park Avenue, and you fall in a pothole like that. And I should think that, and I'm sure this pothole did not get so huge in one day. I'm sure it was there for a while, because I did a live stream where I spoke about it, and someone said it happened to them 2 weeks ago. And it was 2 weeks later I was doing that live stream when I spoke about it. So imagine, so they are not fixing simple things like potholes. The roads are very uneven. While you're driving, you can literally feel your vehicle bouncing, and like, what kind of roads are these? Hear this question. Now, do you know who controls the roads? What do you mean, who controls the road? Isn't it the government? I mean, ultimately, it's the government who is in charge of the roads. I mean, who is in charge of? I cannot go and fix a road. It's the government. It's some arm of the government. Maybe Ministry of Works, Ministry, I don't know. But whoever. Like I said, this is not a political thing. I can't believe you come from Red Hills Road and behaving like this. Oh, you mean Calabar? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man, one Calabar, man, what you say? Is that if that's what you're referring to, Red Hills Road? But listen, this has nothing to do with party. This has nothing to do with party politics. Me no business about politics. Me personally no rate no Jamaican politician. It's as simple as that. Politicians need to go do them job. I could care less. It could be a robot, it could be a dog, or for lack of a better term, it could be a junker around the country. I don't care. The Prime Minister just need to go and do their job. Politicians overall just need to go and do their job. I don't care is who. I just want the place to be good. I have traveled to many places, and when I see the social services in those countries, I say that I would want my country to be like that. As simple as that. Find out who is responsible to fix the road. What are you saying? What do you mean about who is responsible? Because clearly, so who is responsible for fixing those roads if it's not the government? What roads? No, I mean, I am, because I'm here, I'm listening to you. I mean, I'm not, I am by no means dismissing anything you're saying. But I would like to know who is in charge of. No, I want to hear this, because I don't, I don't know what you're talking about. Because unless you're referring to the toll roads, you could be talking about some private roads, but if it's not the public, if it's public roads, like I mentioned, Washington Boulevard, so you're telling me that the government is not in charge of Washington Boulevard? Is that what you're saying? What kind of research? Unless you're talking about some private road, or like I said, the toll road, or some road, or there's some Buckabush place, that must be what you're talking about. Because if the government was not responsible for those roads, how come the police can be on all these roads giving people ticket? Explain that to me. Because no, the government can't, the police cannot go on a private road and issue nobody a ticket because you're not driving in a public space. Once you're in private, you're good. Just like my car, my vehicle, or any vehicle you have don't need to be licensed or you might need to insure it, but it doesn't need to be licensed to be driven or even have any kind of fitness to be driven on a private road. And most that you're talking about, not the toll, because the toll, of course, it's public, but it's in that's operated by the certain roads. The local council are responsible. Boulevard is a spark road, and listen, I don't care about the road being worked on. It should be fixed. How long did it take that pothole to get to that size? Whenever I go to the United States, roads are always being fixed. I don't see any pothole in the United States. Why don't they have someone checking these roads? Some organization, someone they hire, some team that perpetually checks these roads and report any flaw, any glitch. Maybe have some electronic system that monitors these roads, and whenever there is a pothole or whenever there is any instance, any crack or anything that could develop into a pothole, they go and fix it immediately. Because like I said, that pothole did not get to that size in one day nor 1 week for that matter, and it was there for weeks before it was fixed. So what are you saying? So Dean Adventure, it is unsanitary for people to be bringing outside bedding to the hospital. Jamaica is the only place or country where people have to take their own toilet paper in order to use the toilet. Exactly, this is what I'm talking about. So what if someone doesn't have any toilet paper? How does that work? Because apparently Patinka has all the answers. So what kind of conditions are they trying to create if one goes to the hospital and they have no toilet paper? And oftentimes persons go to the hospital, they did not just get up and be like, okay, I'm going to the hospital. I mean, you could be out and you are sick and someone take you to the hospital. Where are you gonna get toilet paper from? You're making it sound like persons should walk around or drive around with somewhat of a first aid kit, so they have toilet paper and certain other things with them. I mean, what kind of country is this? Because if I go to the bathroom, we're just gonna use that. Well, let me not mention a specific restaurant, but if I go to the bathroom in a restaurant, there is toilet paper. So if a fast food restaurant can give me free toilet paper, you're telling me that the government cannot give me free toilet paper? What kind of thing is this? This is unbelievable. Certain roads, anyway. The Spark program is being worked on. So how long does it take to fix a road? Really? Washington Boulevard is a major road. This is not some road round some place round one part. This is Washington Boulevard. This is one of the main thoroughfares when you enter the city. So imagine you're coming from, well, when we say country, I mean not other than St. Thomas, Portland and St. Mary. So once you're coming from out that side, out west, anywhere from that side, St. Catherine and wherever, anywhere on that side of the island, you are going to enter on Mandela Highway. When you get to 6 miles, you either go towards 3 Mile, which means you're going to go on Spanish Town Road, and that road is also not in a good condition. Remember that. The Spanish Town Road is in a deplorable condition. The road is so uneven. So when you look your stabilizer bar, bushings and your shocks and all those things are being overworked, your controller and bushing, your rack and your tire rod and all those things on your vehicle are being overworked, and you are telling me that, Spark program and all that go and fix the roads. I'm sure it doesn't take 10 years to fix roads. It's either you go Spanish Town Road or you go up Washington Boulevard. You go up to Duane Park and go Washington Boulevard. So imagine those two roads are two of the most frequently used roads with probably most traffic on the island on any given day. And you are telling me that those two roads are in such a deplorable condition, and you're telling me about Spark program? Why did it have to take so long? Don't these politicians drive on these roads? This is not some road around in some place that you could say that, okay, maybe we don't have that much traffic on these roads. I'll make you read some message. Dean Adventure said, remember the 1 p.m. recently mentioned that Jamaica does not have an ambulance system. That should show you what kind of leader we are dealing with. Exactly. I have been to the US quite a number of times, and in the US you can call an ambulance random times and they are going to show up. Literally, they are going to show up. I've seen them in action. I've seen them come and treat my friend in her bed at maybe 3 a.m. in the morning. We called the emergency services and they showed up within a few minutes, less than 10 minutes. The paramedics came inside. Outside there was a police vehicle outside. There was also the fire service outside. The medical persons came inside with their with all whatever apparatus they needed. They came, they asked questions, and we answered them as best as we could, and they treated my friend right there in her bed, logged whatever information they needed to log onto their device, and gave her medication, assured her that she would be okay, and then they reassured us that, well, if anything happens, we can call back and they'll be sure to, return and do whatever needs to be done. And she was able to be treated right there in her bed. But then in Jamaica, you would have had to, hopefully you have a vehicle or you have access to a vehicle, get a vehicle, drive to the hospital and then go to the hospital and potentially sit in a wheelchair for 2 weeks. But my friend was able to be treated right there in her bed. And you are telling me that whoever you call 1 p.m., that individual is doing a good job and telling me about Red Hills Road. Yeah, man, big up Calabar, Yeah, man. But, yeah, man, green and black for Calabar, but me no do politics. Let me tell you that straight. You see what I say? I remember Calabar older than the party there, so we don't mix up. Yeah, we don't mix Calabar with them type of thing there, you see, man? You don't know. One Calabar, the utmost for the highest, you see it? We do not Alright. Rhymesville Media, big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. Where in the US you went? Whole heap of place in the US, man. Whole heap of place. New York, Maryland, DC, Virginia, West Virginia, Delaware, Albert, man. Let's see, New Jersey, Connecticut. Them a whole heap of place, man. Whole heap of different states to go in the US. Over there, the US, we have drive car all over the place, So, yeah, man, a whole heap of place, man. maybe in the, well, I hear that in the south things are a bit different. I want to say south, I'm not talking about places like Florida, but we are talking about, deep south, the kind of place them where, yeah, man, over Mississippi and, no, Louisiana kind of cool still, but that's from what I heard. But yeah, man, some place in the south kind of different still, but them still better than Jamaica, that me can tell you. All right, Patinka say, well, there is a lot of you need to take in consideration when fixing a road, G. Listen, we don't, as the public, we don't need to take anything into consideration. Our responsibility is to hold the politicians accountable, to go and fix the road and have conditions in Jamaica to be the best they can be. We are not accepting any substandard kind of service. So I'm not going to, because if I can go to another country and experience much better, why would I want to stay in Jamaica and do and get less than I could get in another country and just not say anything while the politicians are living like they are living in first world countries? So for example, the Prime Minister is the third highest paid leader in the Americas. So why would he want to get so much for his pay and living the life while the citizens of the country are not doing as well? Because if the Prime Minister is getting 45%, based on my calculation, 45% of what the President of the United States is getting for his pay, why is it that Jamaicans cannot live like 45% of what a person in the United States would live? You understand? So for the same profession, why is it that a Jamaican can't get 45% of what someone in the US would make? Or if you want to look at the quality of services, generally, whether it's healthcare and so on, make it be 45% of what would be experienced in the US. Although it would be difficult to, quantify what if you're looking at, level of service and so on, but make it be at least 45%, and then we would be okay. Because if the Prime Minister can get 45% of the President of the United States pay, because 181,000 compared to 400,000, why can it not be the same for the citizens? I'm not saying the regular citizens should get 45% of what the President of the United States is getting, but a fast food worker in Jamaica, make that fast food worker in Jamaica get 45% of what a fast food worker in the United States would get. Especially, of course, it's fast food, so they are doing the same job. So we know the major fast food companies, especially the ones that are in Jamaica. So I mean, if you're frying chicken or you're making a burger, it's the same burger you're making. So ideally we would want it to be equal. But seeing that the Prime Minister is getting 45% of what the President of the US is getting, make the fast food worker in Jamaica get 45% of what a person doing the same job in the US would get. Hold on there. So, did I tell you that I am complaining about my pay? I never tell you that I am complaining about my pay. Over here, so the thing different, man. Over here, so the thing different. Don't mix me up with different type of thing over here, so man. Me never tell you anybody in a Jamaica pay me. I never tell. Well, the United States pay me, not the government, but companies in the United States pay me. Yeah, but anyway, left that alone. You see, I'm a YouTuber, so you know that go. But anyway, no need to give any further information on that. I'm aware we have issues there which I can't explain now. However, things are being worked on for the long term and not short fix. But we want it to be fixed now. That is what I am talking about. So how come the Prime Minister can get what he's getting now, but other people have to wait? That is what I am saying. And you think it's everyone, because you're saying PhD, you think it's everyone in Jamaica who have a PhD makes that amount of money? So what about the ministers? They're all right. So if you're going to talk about PhD, I'm sure there are members of parliament. Well, they are not making that amount, but just a little less. They don't have PhDs. I don't need to call any names. So this has nothing to do with one having a PhD. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. Patinka is asking when was the last time I drove on Boulevard. The time a few months ago. I haven't driven on that road, but it cost me a tire. Well, 2 tires, because I had to buy 2. And in addition to it costing me 2 tires, I lost time that I could have been productive, and it also placed me in danger. Imagine having to stop on the side of the road, middle of the night, to change a tire in front of close to Waterhouse. Not the safest place in the world. And because of a pothole, I was placed in grave danger. So why you don't leave and go a place where you can get everything you want? This has nothing to do with me. This is not me talking personally. I am talking about things that are being experienced by Jamaicans. But the pothole situation, that directly affected me. You notice I specifically mentioned that because the thing is, there are certain things that I can find a way how to make myself comfortable, but then I cannot build a road for myself. There are things that I can do to make sure that I am fine, but there are other things that the government have to take care of. How much did they pay? I'm not sure what you're talking about. And if you're asking about my personal income, of course, that information is not going to be divulged. Of course not. Rhymes Villa Media, or you better go and fix the road or you want it so you don't have to complain. Oh, so you like driving on bad roads? Very interesting. Wow. I see. So being adventurous. Before Hurricane Melissa, I went Black River Hospital and I was taken aback when I saw what the doctors were working with. All right. Dean's Adventure. Recently, I heard a doctor in an interview where the doctor explained that in the doctor's quarters, they are encountering open sewage. And so I want to know who want to defend something like that. I mean, just imagine open sewage. I can assure you that if I was working in that place, I'm telling you bluntly, me nah go no work. Me nah go no work for go encounter no sewage after me and a sanitation worker. You must mad. I even heard the doctors say that they have to, so oftentimes they have to buy their own equipment. Like there's some small equipment, they literally have to buy their own equipment. Or our patients come into the hospital and they have to bring their own gloves. They're going to do a surgery and they have to bring their own gloves. They have to bring their own, if they're going to get like stitches, they have to buy their own, whatever apparatus or materials is used to get stitches, they have to use their own. They have to buy their own. Gauze and stuff like that. What kind of country is this? All right, so Patinka said, I have never been to the USA and will never go to that. Okay, well, I don't know why you would say that, but I can tell you that from my experience, it's a very good place. This crab in a barrel mentality. Go and get PhD and you will earn that amount. Well, I already addressed that. This has nothing to do with me. I know how to go and get mine. So I am not talking for myself. So when you can't go telling a friend them if you don't hire me or if you blacklist him and that can't go work. Left that alone. Why have you run away from your country and then complaining? I don't know what that means. So with all respect, you sound dunce. You know what? Look for the screen again. But anyway, I am sure that when I watch a video, the adbots, Google adbots, are going to classify me as a high CPM viewer. Are they going to do the same for you? And there are certain metrics that are used to decipher that, which I am not going to explain right here. But if you know anything about digital marketing, you might understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, make we move along. Continue reading the comments. All right, next comments. You see, what? UNE PNP were run where in a PGA time stat away from my country because your vote no matter in Jamaica. Only in PGA time. While name PGA was in power, I was in high school. That me can tell it. So that have nothing to do with me. Like me say, I have never voted in my life before, or me never said that. I've never voted before. I don't have a voter ID. I have a driver's license and a passport. That me need. Me need to drive a car and me need to fly go places. That me can tell you about. Me no need to vote. Because the political process in Jamaica is not one that I would want to be a part of. Not the type of, environment that I would like to be around. Not the safest one. When politics in Jamaica can become civilized, then I might consider voting. Don't want to be out and persons online threatening each other. And I am by no means suggesting that you're threatening me, but I've seen where persons threatening each other online from both sides, or persons being out acting in some very unsavory and I would say uncivilized manner when it comes around to election time, and saying some things that I would rather not repeat. When things like that stop happening, at that point I will consider voting. But outside of that, me no want that. Nowhere near politics. That me can tell you. Me don't even want me name upon no kind of political thing when it comes to Jamaica. Because next thing you know, them show up on my yard and people are trying to label me, say you are this and you are that. No. Me not have nothing to do with that. Because it is such a... It is such a strange thing. It is such a strange thing when, well, if you do not vote, why complain? Because my tax money pays the government. What kind of, what that's supposed to mean? My tax money pays the government. I pay the politicians. So whenever whatever services I patronize, whatever services or goods I purchase in Jamaica, by whatever other way the government gets money from me in Jamaica, it pays the salaries of politicians. So of course I am going to hold them accountable. Are you aware that in the last election, I think I think it's only 400,000 or approximately, or maybe, well, I'm sure it's less than 500,000 persons voted. So if less than 500,000 persons voted, are you saying that the other persons have no say or should have no voice when it comes to the direction in which the country goes? Is that what you're saying? And also, are you saying that because based on that, are you now suggesting that the government should not collect taxes from persons who don't vote? Because if that's what you're saying, they can stop collecting taxes from persons who don't vote. Because I am not going to risk my life to go out to go vote. Absolutely not. I am not doing that in Jamaica. Because the place seems so tense when it comes to election, where persons are acting in such an uncivilized manner. That's a fact. What are you saying is a fact in our country? What are you saying? I said a few things now, so I just said a few things, so I'm not sure what exactly you're referring to. PNP cannot see structural development or insight in future development. Economics take time. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about, because I mean, like I said, I didn't even come over here to talk about things like that, but a simple thing as the fintech sector in Jamaica. Things are not working the way they should, and that's even one of the reasons why certain apps don't fully work in Jamaica. For example, PayPal, you can't use all the features of PayPal in Jamaica, or even here on YouTube. I can't get super chats. So if your country is set to Jamaica, you cannot get super chats. You'll have to change your country to a country where super chats can be received. What's wrong with the fintech sector? All right, try sending some money to someone and tell me how long it takes to get to that, how long the funds take to get to that person. And you're telling me that fintech in Jamaica is okay? Because that's one of the ways that money can easily flow. So, for example, if you're in the United States, because we'll use the United States as the benchmark, and you want to send some money to someone, it doesn't matter what bank they're using, whether they're using Wells Fargo, Bank of America, TD Bank, Citibank, Chase Bank, PNC, whichever bank, it doesn't matter. Any bank in the US they are using, you don't even know, you don't even need to know the name of the bank they are using. Once you have their phone number, their email address, or you have their QR code, you can easily send them some money via Zelle, and it gets to them in less than 1 second. You try to do that in Jamaica. One, you would need to have the same bank the person is using. And in addition to having the same bank, well, same bank, I guess they will get the funds at the same time. But if it's a different bank, you have two types of transfer. You have the ACH transfer that they claim that it will take a day, well, depending on what time you send it. Or you can use the RTGS, I think that means something about some real-time transfer, which is not really real-time. And you're going to be charged for it. So you effect that transfer, that RT, whatever, real-time transfer. It has to be sent by, I think it's 1:30 or 2 p.m. If not, it's going to go the following day. So how does that work? I mean, how does that work for, persons who are doing micro payments, or you just want to send someone some funds? And you're telling me that they couldn't develop. Oh, they received it in You send £600, and by what means did you send it? Was the other person using the same bank that you were using? Same bank, they will get it at the same time. But if you're using a different bank, it's definitely gonna take some time. And both the sender and the receiver has to pay to receive it. And like I said, I'm referring to a bank-to-bank transfer. I'm not talking about you going to Western Union or MoneyGram or one of them, or Zoom or one of those services. I'm referring to you using, just sending from bank to bank. Maybe you can look up how Zelle works or Venmo. Just a phone number. Dean Advocate. Alright, so Dean Adventure say, when a government purchases a simple EKG machine, they make it seem as if they do it from their pockets. I know the cost for those equipments, yet they come out and lie and tell the public how many millions they spend. Exactly, like people can go up on Amazon, go look, or wherever them think they sell and go look. And I try to trick the people, then, well, if you don't vote, then keep it. Anyway, that makes sense. Yes, you don't understand why I vote. Yeah, a vote is important, but not more important than my life. That's a fact in our country. What's wrong with the fintech sector? Yeah, well, I just tell you that a while ago. Yeah, I just tell you that a while ago. Listen, things in Jamaica are just not the easiest. I'm saying, I know it's a Dean Adventure they are foreign. I know people, I beg no money none at all. But if I tell Dean Adventure right now, say, Dean, send me $20. I know say him can send it right away and I get it any amount. I'm get it. I just need to give my phone number. But let me make it clear, I'm not begging any money. But I just say, if I do that, I go get the funds right away, and then I say, yo, Dean, let me send you whatever money, and then give me him phone number or email address. He will receive those funds immediately. You understand? And I don't even need to know his bank or anything like that. You understand? I say one phone number, one email address, or one QR code. Simple as that. And you're telling me that this is progress? When you go around, wherever you go around Jamaica, and you try to, you try to make a purchase, and you're told that, the card machine is not working. I mean, never see card machine not working a foreign before. You go to an ATM and you have to join lines that are so long, and you try to do a deposit and it not work, and you have to drive around the place and go over this. Really? And you're telling me that this is some kind of country that is progressive. You know how much productivity time that costs? You know how much you know how much fuel that costs? You know how much things you could be doing in that time, and these things affect the GDP of the country, and you're telling me. So if them can't fix them simple things there, them are going to fix some bigger things. Like we see this. The thing is, you guys that travel without understanding development, it's like you want Jamaica, a third world country, to be like, hold on, no, all right, make we use the right word. We're not going to say third world, we're going to say developing and developed. Alright? But if you want to say that. So the question is, so if you're saying that Jamaica is a developing country, why is it that the Prime Minister is getting paid like he is in a developed country? Why is it that he's getting $181,000 for his pay? While, a matter of fact, I even checked and I saw that the Prime Minister is being paid more than some leaders in Europe. All developed countries, he's getting more pay than the leader of Spain, also getting more pay than the leader of Italy and some other places in Europe, some other notable countries in Europe. A matter of fact, I've been to not only developed countries, I've been to countries that are also developing. for example, places in the Caribbean. And I don't see these problems being experienced in the Caribbean. And all the countries in the Caribbean are developing states, similar to Jamaica, similar history and all that. But these countries don't experience these problems. I've been to other places other than the US in the Americas and other places around the world. And I don't, so I've been to both developed and developing countries. And I don't see that those problems or the problems being experienced in Jamaica are being experienced in those places. So what are you saying? Guys, yeah. Let me ask you a question. Was the same in PG? All right, I soon answer that. The adventure, a simple thing as spending a bank, opening a bank account is like applying for a CEO. All right, all that too. Listen, you can go in at the United States, go in at one bank. When you go inside that bank, you just give them whatever, you just give them your ID and whatever. Within 20 minutes, maybe less your bank account open. You will not go to the US for open a bank account, or you're going to a bank in the US and your account will get open. Try do that in Jamaica. The amount of things them tell us that you need. And you tell me that this is a place where it's like it's going to take you an entire day. And you tell me that this is a productive country. No, come with them something, man. These are some big, I mean, I even remember that, you know, thank you for that, you know, Dean. As simple as that. Let me ask you a question. Was it the same? Listen, like I said, when PJ Patterson was in power, I was a child, I was in high school. But what I can tell you is that from my observation, that is when, well, one, the world did not have so much technology. And from my understanding of things, we were on the cutting edge of technology at that point with all the cell phones and, you know, persons getting access to the internet and all that. At that point, Jamaica was on the cutting edge of technology. But since that, we have definitely been lagging. That is what I can see. So we haven't developed in terms of technology. But at that point, we were very much developed. And that's the reason why right now we are able to have access, well, relatively easy access to the internet. God, I must say, I do not want this to go into a political conversation. And like I said, I was a child at that point when PJ was in power. But like I said, from my understanding of things, that is where we started to get cell phones and competition in the cell phone market and all that. Because I remember when there was only, at that point it was cable and wireless. And there was all kind of things about they are unable to do per second billing and this and that and whatever. And then digital came. And once digital came, you know, that opened up the market and per second billing. And you no longer had to pay to receive calls. And because there was one point when you had to pay to receive calls, and that was fixed. And that is even the reason why we're able to, you notice I spoke about, you know, sending and receiving money and all that. And, you know, so instead of you having to physically go send money to someone, or, you know, at least that was done at that point. But what improvement have been made since that time, since the turn of the 2000s, when, you know, the telecommunications market was opened up? Not much being done other than, you know, a few more cell towers and more persons having cell phones and all that. But the level of technology has not improved. And even the tech savviness of persons in Jamaica, you can see that many persons in Jamaica are not tech savvy enough, which is the reason why I can't dumb down my Yo, why them people here? Them people here. 1 PM need to take pages from Barbados PM. Exactly. Him need to take some pages from Mia Motley. Big up Mia Motley, you know. Yeah, man, I don't see these things like that. Don't see things like this happening in Barbados. By the way, you know people over there say that it's a place like Barbados every night the fire service come wash the streets of Bridgetown for real, in a real life. While Jamaica, the road them dirty and ew, garbage not being collected for weeks. In our capital city and many other places, I don't see them type of thing happening in Barbados. I can't dumb down my brains this morning. I have a fantastic being adventure after the person. You see, this is what we are talking about. You know? This is what we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. You know what is what we say, Andrew Holness. Are you supporters high CPM? I wonder what is the answer to that. And I tell me about Calabar, Red Hills Road. Man, big up to Calabar, but boy, I don't know. I don't know, but you don't know. But yeah, man. Being adventure, but don't know. How did this conversation turn into this highly political one? Boy, I don't even know. I never did come over here to talk about this, you know. But matter of fact, it's not even politics anyway, because I really don't talk about politics like that. You know, I just come to talk about me talking about the Prime Minister to get views and, you know, if his viewers are high CPM or not. What kind of cookies are the ad bots finding on their browsers? What kind of ads are they seeing? And this person, clearly them a watch from Jamaica. So I don't even know what kind of ads them are seeing. So maybe me not even make no money from them watching anyway. You know, I don't want to sound prejudiced about some of them people here. Boy. Them wouldn't even know. I mean, of course, YouTube is a global platform and people can watch from anywhere, but why? But at least you're there, Jamaica. Yeah, man, at least, you know, make the ad bots them look for you like, you know, high value. So, them will, you know, treat you in so. And you see, it come like say me neglect the rest of my viewers, them and think that they attack to this person. They come like say everybody else are gone to, but you don't know. We appreciate everyone who will drop them comments still, you know, but Jaja. Oh, they come like say everybody is gone because the chat dwindle down, yo. Janu. People remember to like the live and of course subscribe to the channel. But me see how much more subscriber I get, cause it is that at the end of the day I am a vlogger. And I'm only here doing this because I'm getting views and getting likes, of course, you know, view, because the love, so I call out the Prime Minister name to get views and get likes, you know, but I mean, today, I realize that he's not such a high value from YouTube, but I still I call up him name sometime to get some views, but maybe we should have talked about some other people still, you know, because value is not so high. People, please remember to like the live and of course go ahead and subscribe to the channel. How much are 5 people subscribed so far? I'm gonna get 3 more subscribers. 3 more subscribers for the night. People, please remember to like the live and of course go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That clearly this person, you know, one of them ultra. I don't even know what you call it. I even want to know, because you see them want to talk about who run left country and all type of. Them on being adventure, big up yourself, welcome, and you know, thanks for dropping those comments and have a good night. Them on big up. I know it's weird, you know, people. It's so weird. They talk about CPM and unverified account, and this a person I come tell me about Jamaica people. Verify him. In some regards, I'm wondering if I lowered my standard to be engaging in that conversation. Because if you don't understand digital marketing, how me for they discuss CPM with you? Wow. Joking. Real joking. Anyway, people, remember to like the live and subscribe to the channel. Just another day of calling the Prime Minister name to get views. Yeah, people, they are drink some, they are consume some beverage. You know, I check that person, they go check out my video, they might see my Calabar wristband, and my Calabar wristband. Not taboo. Yeah, I say one Calabar, but we don't do politics here, so don't try mix me up in a politics. Because same way all you talk about politics and Calabar and this and that. I could tell you say PJ used to go Calabar. I could tell you that too, but like I said, that now have nothing to do with me, so I don't do politics like that. Much views we get off Prime Minister so far. 3,786. On them to try get 5,000 views tonight. I'm going to leave them alone. And there's probably go 4,000 and done. People like the live and subscribe to the channel. As we're using the Prime Minister name to get views and likes and comments. And get paid too. But are his supporters high CPM or not? Who knows? But I guess it's better I ask the ad bots. But you know, that's a rather weird comment, because can the ad bots answer me? Well, I guess I will get the answer from the ad bots in my YouTube earnings, in my AdSense account, of course. Alright, remember people, like the live and subscribe to the channel. But anyway, so right now I am gonna check out. So of course I've spoken a lot about the Prime Minister, and the weather is viewers are, or whether his supporters are high CPM or not. I don't know if you have gotten an answer for that, but whatever you think. Anyway, people, like up the live and remember to subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna check out for now. I wonder if my fellow vlogger live tonight. See what I say? Imagine me there talk about fintech. And this brother here come like him not have a clue what me talk about. Clearly him not have a clue, you know. Why you come like that joke thing still? And I say more time it's fun doing this, you know. But you don't know, people. Like me say, I'm checking out, so you don't know. See you now again. Another day, another time. Big up. And I'm out.